Hey guys, Carl here from Lilycraft. Today I'm going to show you how we make our gavel gift sets on this machine that I built here. I built this machine just to do our gavel gift sets. It's this whole control panel I've machined myself just on our routers. Put the keyboard in, that's just a laptop screen. Put in the air pressure, so that's for the tailstock. You can control the pressure here, how much clamping force on the tailstock. Everything pneumatically controlled. Electric back and forth for the tailstock. Clamping for the pneumatic clamp in there, because I don't like having to manually tighten every job. Automatic tool changer on there. She's not the prettiest looking machine, but she does the job. I'll put the dust covers on. I still got the protection on there actually. And we use a Australian made Masso controller. Oh, where am I zooming in here? And Masso has just been incredible for us. No crashing. Very, very easy to set up. I'll show you. It's not pretty. You've been warned. I haven't got around to tidying up in here. So that's pretty much my pneumatic block. There's the brain of the girl is the Masso there. Very easy to hook in. And we used to run Mach 3 on when I first started, and that crashed constantly. And you know, it cost us a lot of material cost every time it crashed, also time costs. So we lost $1,000 of Mach 3 just in material alone. With Masso, we haven't had a crash. She runs, you know, 12 hours a day, no issues at all. So pretty much just the electronics cupboard down here. I do need to tidy that up. I just haven't had a moment to do that yet. Motor, she's on a speed controller there. Still got to mount the Wi-Fi antenna. But, I mean, the machine only does one job, and that's to make our gavel gift sets. Got to eventually put LED lights in there and build a proper housing. Just a safety screen. So let me show you how we use her. Check out this piece of ebony. We're gonna get something really good out of this. Look at that. This is why I love working with timber. You just don't know what you're going to get. That's just incredible. And that's come off dead smooth on the machine. So next step is we put it on the manual lathe and polish that up and sand it, and we're going to chop it off here. That's what the little stub's for, so I can mount it in the manual lathe. Just to hand finish her up. But just these lines, it's such a rare, solid, dense timber. And just those, oh my God. Somebody's going to be very, very, very happy with this end result. Anyway, I got a whole bucket full of these, so I'm going to keep turning while the machine's running great. Bucket full of hammerheads, so now we're going to go turn the handles. Finish up the other side of our ebony handle, head. So that's the side that we cut off earlier, and just to get in there now we got to sand this side obviously. Trying to get my hand not in the way. You see, so this is the 150 grit. Not too long in the same spot because it gets quite hot. You don't want to burn the timber or your fingers. 240 grit. 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 This is my build. 600. 400 grit here. Back to 600. And use the back side then to get that polish finish. So I've coated these heads now with a bit of nitrocellulose polish. This is the silky oak. Just look at those grains. Came out absolutely beautiful. These are the ebony ones, just stunning. So what we've got to do now is thread the holes. So I'll just use a drill, special threading head, and just by hand set my ratchet all the way down to the bottom, and that just cuts the perfect thread for the handles. And now to engrave the brass bands. Then the band gets wrapped around, glue the handle in place, and finish that up. I'll show you how to do that now. So they're all machined beautifully. I'm going to show you guys how to... So the shop box clamp, you just flick them up, and you can see it releases. Kind of flips the sheet up in that. And then these are my custom clamps that I built. So just push the button, all of those clamps pop up, and I can slide the next job in. So you see all the tabs here, they're cut off very easily. But I sand these sheets as one piece first. It's just a lot easier. So I get a beautiful smooth finish, and then I cut them out, and then we hand sand the contours. So, oh, are you stuck? Stuck on this clamp. Some of the wood's rough, you know, they're just rough saw cuts on the sides here, so they're not exactly accurate, so not a problem. Undo that guy a bit. Two beautiful cuts. Look at the grains in this rosewood. These are the next sheets going on. Just look how beautiful. I'm very excited for this part. That's not filler. This is actual rosewood, and this bit here is rock hard, and the smell of this is incredible. You get that beautiful rosy smell. So I don't know, this must have been a branch or a burl or some sort, but I'm pretty excited to see how that bit comes out with all of that character. That's going to be a lucky customer that's going to receive that. There's all that colour and character in that piece. I know when I thickness it, the machine struggled to thicknesses. It's rock hard, this bit, so that's going to be exciting. Anyway, let's put them on. Hard to do with one hand. Get away. Slide them in. guy designed them so the doubles as a stop and a clamp. So when I slide my sheets in, I know that's my end reference, whatever, my end stop. And yeah, it stops all products, all new sheets there. So they're installed. Just hit the button and you'll see all of those clamps suck down. Now it's just a matter of moving the shop box clamp into place. So, put the camera down and push down a bit so that wood comes down. The shop box will pull it down, push it and pull it down as well, but I like to help it a bit. So, yep, tighten. Focus there. Focus. Push. Yep. Move that in a bit closer. And I think maybe it's not a. I was going to say I can trim all of them down perfect, so I never have to move the clamps again. But you know, it's a once a month product, and I would say I run these half a day. I don't know if it's worth it at this stage, and if it's worth to spend the extra time to cut all of these perfect so I can just slide in and slide out. I'm just going to do it this way for now. And push down, tighten that guy. And then closer. I'm also going to put extra screws in. It's got a couple screws in on the T-slots, but as you probably see, when I tighten that right down, the T-slot's kind of bowing, which is fine. But yeah, I just don't want to put more strain on the screws and the dowel ring that I have to, so I think just more screws in between. It's going to be great. Yeah. Let's see how this bit comes out. clamps and programming. Even when passing over here, that passover was programmed not to hit that clamp either. Pretty exciting figuring all this out on the software and then running the program, because this is the first time I've run this setup, the double setup on this machine, on this table. The program's been run before on the other machine, but yeah, so this is the new clamping fixture. We get double, I was just running one at a time. I was running one sheet at a time on that machine, so we're just trying to double the production and get this machine running other jobs at the same time. On the sound blocks, we installed a bit of leather, not to scratch any of the surfaces that they go on. So, get a double-sided tape laminated on the back of the leather, and just position that into place. Then we wrap the brass around. That's after engraving, and we cut one of the holes slightly larger just so that we got a bit of play, and thread the handle in there almost all the way, and then we just tighten the band and